Hey, what's going on, everybody? My name is Sam, and this is Sewing in the Desert. So right now, we are preparing to cook some chicken, and while we do that, we're going to go over a couple websites that I used to search for some land to homestead in Arizona. So I'm not going to show you um, like Arizona itself. I'll just show a couple different states and how I use the sites, which what I liked from each website and what I didn't like. So if you just come on over here. So with this first website, which is land.com, I like this one because it gave us more options to look at than the other website. And so the way you do it is, whichever state you want to look up in, type in your state right here. And then you go set your price limit. Let's say it's 50,000 is our minimum and 250 is our maximum. 50 minimum, max at 400,000, just ballpark range. And then you can set your acreage, minimum, no minimum acres, or just set a max. Just set a max at 100 acres. And then filters, you can have additional filters. Do you want it to have a house, what type of bedrooms, how many baths, square footage minimum. And I found that the cheapest option to go for is undeveloped land. And then you can choose whether you want an HOA or not, and that could be a good or bad thing, depending on what the HOA is. POA, HOA. Keywords, you can do owner financing, and owner financing, we found that is also a good way to get into some land at a fairly decent price, because then you don't have to go through any banks or go through the whole process of being financed. There's no credit checks. There's none of that typical stuff that banks look into to see if you're a good candidate. As long as you can provide the down payment, then you can get the owner financing. That's with the owner of the land being open to doing that. The only thing about that is that there can be a balloon payment. So what that is a large payment at the end of your agreed term that'll pay off the rest of the loan. But it's not all owner financing is like that. It could be make your down payment, and then it's a fixed amount until for whatever time that you guys agree to, and then it's the loan is paid off in that time frame. The one downside that is associated with owner financing is that if you fail to make your payments however many times in a row, then that's it. You don't get the land and you lose all the money. There's that. So yeah, as you go through the site, that's all you can really filter through is these are the only filters you can really set for this website. But it did have a lot more listings than the other website. And so when you're going through land, it's going to show you the acreage and the price, and then you can also sort it. We'll sort it from large acreage to small. Oh, look at that, 100 acres for $209,000 in Ocotillo, California. 93 acres for $93,000. That's not bad. But yeah, so you just go through the website, you look at properties, you want to pull them up. Some of them do have quite a few pictures that you can look and reference. Some of them do have an address, and a good way to look up property information is if the listing provides you the APN, and the APN is the assessor's parcel number. And what that allows you to do is go through the county websites and look up the property dimensions, the property lines, if it's had a survey done. And having the APN is very useful. If it's not available on the website, then you can get with your realtor, and they should be able to provide you with the APN. And having the APN allows you to do a lot more research on properties that you're looking into. And what I did was I provided the realtors that I was working with a pretty extensive list of properties that I wanted to look at. And then from there, they did their own vetting of what was going to be best for our needs as far as accessibility, features that we wanted within their price range, and avoiding areas where it was not safe due to just the type of people that are in certain areas. A bunch of thieves or drug addicts that are heavy in the area. And you could use your realtors to do that type of vetting for you, because if you're working with a realtor that knows the area, they'll know the areas to avoid for that type of stuff. You don't want to deal with thieves or people scoping out your land because they're looking to steal some of your stuff. So yeah, I would suggest working with the realtor and not buying land that you haven't set eyes on. So I do know some people that do that. They'll buy land unseen, and that's pretty risky. But yeah, this is land.com. This is the website that I use the most to gather my list and provide to my realtor. Another website that we used was landwatch.com. Now, Landwatch, you're able to with landwatch.com, you're able to filter your properties of the stuff you're looking for to a greater degree. You can it allows you to search by city, by county, so you're able to more pinpoint where you are able to look with this. So I did like that feature for this website. And if you look here for Utah, it breaks it down into the different counties and different regions of Utah. And then so it has the regions here, and it gives you the amount of listings that are in each region. And then you can go further down into the counties. And then once you get into a county, you select a county. Let's go Utah County. And then you can go into each city. And I did like that, where it was more specific in your search instead of searching an entire state. Yeah, that was, I don't know if those are pros and cons. They both are pretty good. I don't think there are too many cons, other than land.com does not provide you with the ability to filter out by city or county. You can really only do it by state. And each of these websites, they do allow you to narrow down your search by properties that provide owner financing. So yeah, that's what this is. This is land.com. These are the two websites that I use to search for land. And then What you can do, which I heard someone else do, is just use Google. Type in cheapest land, uh, cheapest raw land, undeveloped land. Let's go with that. Undeveloped land in the US. And that just gives you a broad search. You're not searching any one website specifically, and you get a whole list of properties or websites to go through, and then you can go through that. Do it that way. But yeah, these are the websites I used. They're pretty straightforward. The way you save listings, because you save listings by creating a profile, and then put the little heart button right there, and it'll save it to a favorites list. And then just go through real quick. I like this one, I like this one. Just get a whole bunch, and then you can do further research into once you got a decent list going. All right, well, thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe to see any more how-to videos and to get any updates on how the homestead is progressing. We're gonna get back to cooking this chicken, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace out.